Hi, you can call me Wretched, and this is Library of Ruina. Actually, more specifically, this is another realization. I forgot I have to do this abnormality fight for Hod's department before we get there. This will be interesting. I wonder what she does, because she was just like a little doll before, but she was very angry whenever, I think it's whenever she gave you a gift, then you do work with someone else. So let's see what they have to say first. Salvador says, as much as it's nice to care for your friend. Maybe that's supposed to answer another one of them. What if we use her hospitality to friends to our advantage? And then I'm sorry for the kid, but maybe that could work out. You mean using her hospitality against her? What does she do? I guess before I do that, people were telling me if I were to... yeah, I could drag around. So I can like right mouse or middle mouse and I can drag around and I can zoom in. Oh, okay. We can totally zoom in. So we can get a really good look then at what they look like. This is going to be so awesome. Thank you everyone in the comments who was like screaming at me, hey, you can zoom in on stuff. Honestly, I could not have gotten nearly as far as I have in this game without everyone's help. So I guess I really appreciate everyone commenting and giving me a lot of helpful tips and tricks and stuff. Prioritizes the target with the least amount of gifts in hand. Will you play with me? Block dice lose power by 4 times the number of gifts in the opponent's hand, and being lonely is sad. If all other allies have died, all resistances change to fatal. So I'm attacking all the other allies, and I'm attacking all of her friends. What do the friends do then? Gift. Prioritizes the target with the most amount of gifts in hand. And then boom, on the third scene uses a powerful combat page that deals significant damage and gives 3 copies of gift to its target before causing the user to self-destruct. The character dies after using that page. So really, if I just clash and win with that, because I don't know, maybe I can drop them fast enough. If I get the right cards, I might be able to. And then the last thing for them is, here comes a surprise present. If this character dies, a wee witch's friend is spawned next scene. If the character is killed before it can self-destruct using the special combat page, the friend is spawned with 80% HP. What? That sucks. So I want to kill them, but I can't kill them because they'll respawn. But if I don't kill them, then she's going to do something crazy. I think I'm just going to try to clash and just hit her with any excess like one-sided attacks then. We'll see how much damage I can do to the friends. If I can't do a lot of damage to them, I might just choose to do damage to her directly. Why did that go? She like got all of her defenses right away. I thought that was going to be like really late. I didn't think I sped that up. Unless it was arranged and I didn't see it. That could have been. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, but we can at least follow it up, and there's some burn. That's not bad. Now I have to remember, since I'm using HOD, which one is actually the best abnormality pages, because the abnormality pages are great, but sometimes I just have a hard time figuring out which ones to build toward. I don't like Look of the Day, because I always forget about it, but it's really good if I just remember. Slash dice gain 1 to 3 power. Yeah, I think I want to do this one. Because we're going to hit, and I'm going to throw that on my Hod, who has my Eugen build. Because we do a ton of slashing with that. Let's try this one. I think I can probably just ignore most of her. That one was definitely staggered. I don't know if it's killed. I hit her once, so that attack didn't go through. Darn, I was hoping to stagger that one before they attacked. So that one's dead. It will come back. I was hoping to like kill all of them all at once. Yeah, see that? Oh, that one came back as a wee witch's friend. Is this one really strong? Prioritize the target with gifts. Give me that gift. Offensive dice gain power equal to the number of gifts in the target's hand. So I need to empty my hand of gifts if this is going to work. How do I know who has how many gifts? Do I just look in here? I guess I'll just look. So only one of us has a gift. So I should be able to hit it, maybe even stagger it before it becomes a problem. Let's see how this works. I will be, unfortunately, killing off all of the other Yeah, all of her other friends, which means that they're going to be spawning all the other spiderlings. So we're going to have a ton of spiders that we're dealing with. Really quickly, we're going to be dealing with a lot of spiders. Yeah, I think now a full 4 spiders. I don't think so. I think I'm going to do cocoon. I'm going to probably do cocoon, and I'm going to throw it on... Yeah, I'll do it. I'll throw it on the Phillip. We'll see. I'm not at emotion level 3 yet, I don't think. Which means that I can't use my Blazing Strike. Oh, I can use the Blazing Strike. I just got emotion level 3. This is perfect. Because I should be able to Blazing Strike this thing to death. So there's all the clashes. There's only one-sided attack that's going to be going through. But it's on a broken dice. So theoretically, that should still have something that has... Oh, I think it went through. I heard it, the hit go. Now, if we can win all these other clashes, we won't get too many gifts. The gifts are okay, but yeah, that was a pit-a-pat, I think, wasn't it? Or maybe it wasn't. It sounded different, though. Definitely not the same sounds that we've been getting. Did we just kill one of the stupid spiders? I hope so. Meal, on hit against a staggered enemy, all allies recover 2 to 4 HP. That's probably my best, I think. Probably my Eugen, only because they have the most HP right now. So yes, let's do that. Yeah, see, 2 of them are staggered, which means I can heal up everybody by using my Eugen to attack them. So I just want to get things that are just going to hit, and I'm just going to hit them. But I think everyone will be okay. Now, she did, I think, get through on one of those. Or it might have just been the block. And then here, we should... If not bring those staggered ones down, they should be darn close. And that one's definitely staggered. That felt a lot better. Well, I think we succeeded on our rip space. Successfully succeeded on that one. Okay, all I have to do is beat these 2 pretty easily. This third one is going to be a bit of a pain. I probably should have focus fired it while I could. But I thought I could stagger both her and the top one, and I did, which is nice. And I should have enough damage to kill the front one, too. So all 3 of the spiders should die at the exact same time, if I am doing the math correctly. Or at least get close. I just want to see if this works the way I think it works. So those definitely went through. We definitely hit that thing. We definitely killed that one. Now, there should be the next spider, which is going to try to clash against repressed flesh. Did it work, but we didn't win? Oh, I guess we just did so much damage that she straight up died anyway. I guess I could have just swung on Letitia and that fight would have been over. But I really wanted to see how that counter die worked. And honestly, until I watch back the footage, I don't think I'm going to be able to figure that one out. Because I sometimes during the fight with quick mode on, I cannot tell what is going through. Like there was a point, and people pointed out in the comments, and if they didn't, I wouldn't have noticed, where I rolled maximum, and it clashed against, I think it was like the mass attack before, and then it re-rolled itself when I was doing damage with it, and it was a 3. So it wasn't like the 50 damage that I was hoping for. I didn't even see it. It didn't even like dawn on me. So sometimes it just goes so fast, I don't see what's going on. Maybe I should turn off quick mode. Let's go ahead and read these. Surprise gift. The first opponent to clash against the selected librarian gains the giftee status. If the giftee clashes against a character other than the selected librarian, the gift explodes at a 40% chance, dealing 2 to 7 damage and inflicting 2 bleed next scene. When the giftee dies, a new gift can be given. So I smack someone, right? I smook them right in the face, and they get a gift. And if they hit someone other than the person that gave them the gift, then they have a chance to explode. And if they explode, oh no, if they die, once they die, then I can give a new gift. So, okay. I think I understand what's happening. So that's just a little bit of damage one time to each enemy. And then there's friend, which seems like hopefully it'll be a little bit better because it's a higher emotion level. At the start of the scene, sneak a friend into one of the combat pages in hand. It Excludes on-play pages. Does not activate when there's already a page with a friend in hand. The page with the friend gains 2 to 4 power. However, if the page is not used within 2 scenes, it exhausts, dealing 2 to 7 damage to the librarian. So every scene, I get a friend card. If I use the friend card, I get 2 to 4 extra power. If I don't use the friend card, I take 2 to 7 extra damage. Okay, I kind of like that one. I like that one a lot. Because I don't really have any cards besides Mannequin that I'm currently using, which is kind of sucks. And people in the comments were even saying, don't use Mannequin. Use anything other than Mannequin, I'm going to pull my hair out. And I'm so sorry. I know it's got to be frustrating. But I kind of saw it. I'm like, ooh, defense. Defense sounds good. So it was a 2-cost defense that does blunt damage. I need to find other good blunt damage cards. I'll have to rework that a little bit. But I thought, and I don't mean to laugh, but I just thought some of the comments were kind of funny. Like, oh, it hurts my soul. I don't mean to. I'm just not smart enough to read through all of the cards because we have so many of them now and put together a solid build. The first die of any combat page librarian plays will always roll either the maximum or the minimum value. Take 2 to 7 if it rolled the minimum value. I like that a lot. Because you can pair Funny Prank with the one that heals you if you roll max, or does something crazy if you roll max. And you can pair that with Yujin, the Death Blow, the one that does 50 damage. That would be insane. I know it's like a 50-50 shot, but that's better than the 25% shot that you had before. We're all done with this. Now all we have to do is realize this floor. Let's try it. I am so anxious to see how awesome this is going to be. Because, I mean, if we sit and think about it, we got Shy Look, Red Shoe, Spider Butt, and Letitia now. I don't know what the last one's going to be. So excited, especially now that I can zoom in. Now that I can actually see what's going on.
도시에 사는 사람들의 이야기는 자극적이면서도 어딘가 씁쓸해.
씁쓸하지 않을 수가 없지.
I guess they would be, right? They would be bound to be really exciting and very heartbreaking. Because this whole world, this whole city, if people just sit and do nothing, they die. So it's only the people who are working tooth and nail to try to get ahead that survive long enough to have their story told and for us to collect it. So it would be so heartbreaking and so awe-inspiring to see all the things that they had overcome to get to this point where they're coming to us.
모두가 자신만의 보금자리를 찾기 위해 배회하고 있어. 날개라 불리는 도시의 대기업에 취직하는 게 일반적인 도시 사람이 부여받은 최고의 행복으로 보여.
And that's major propaganda too. Well, or that just speaks volumes to how crappy the city is. Because if people understand how bad the wings are and know that at any moment when you're in one of the wings, you could drop dead. But they're still going forward. They're still trying to achieve that goal. That says either it speaks volumes as to how well they have marketed the wings as like these awe-inspiring great places to work where you get so much money and your family could be so happy. Or it says how crappy the city is. Because I might be wrong, but I think there was a contract that basically says you will not appreciate the amount of money that you will earn, but your family will. Your family will be taken care of, they will be put in a nest, and they will be given the money that you would have earned had you made it out of the wing alive. And I might be wrong, but I vaguely remember that from Lobotomy, that they talked about how those contracts work. So if that's the case, and people know how bad this is, that just tells you how bad the city is. The city is horrible.
날개가 관리하는 구역인 둥지에 속하기 위해서지. 둥지와 뒷골목의 차이는 수준이 꽤 크다고 했으니.
꽤 큰 수준이라고 말할 정도도 아니야. 아예 다른 곳이라고 보면 돼.
Wow. So yeah, it really is just how bad the city is.
적어도 날개가 보살피는 둥지의 거주민들은 외부에 의해 위험을 받지 않는 것 같아. 길을 거닐다 누군가에게 살해당할 위험성이 없는 거야. 그리고 당장의 생계 걱정도 없을 만큼 풍족한 경제적 보상과 사회적으로도 나고자라는 낙인조차 없이 인간으로서 누릴 수 있는 것들을 모두 누리고 살 수 있는 거지.
Holy crap, that's completely different. That's insane. And just from the stuff that we saw. So they are taken care of. No wonder they get so complacent then. Just by living in the nests, there is no death, there is no murder, there's no anxiety. You don't have to try to survive every day. And that sort of explains why Emma and Noah acted the way they did. Because they've been taken care of. They know that they've got enough money they can get by. They work for a corporation. They work for one of the wings. They have everything at their disposal. And they're treated like human beings. And they don't have to worry about sweepers. They don't have to worry about... They can go and enjoy themselves out in the middle of the dark, like the night. Which is why they were out in the middle of the forest, heard all this creepiness. They just walked toward it. Like a moth to a flame, like, oh, this isn't creepy to us. This is interesting. This is new. This is different. And they've never had, I'm assuming they were born there. So they never had that experience of, oh, the streets are super dangerous. Nighttime, particularly dangerous. We are in the middle of nowhere, in the dark. We are going to die. And if there's anything that's sort of creepy and that stands out, we shouldn't go that way because most of the time it's someone being murdered. I was being so judgy, and sometimes I do, and it's for the bit. Like, I try to be super judgmental about things. I know that irritates some people, so I do apologize for that. But there was no way for them to have known that would have been bad. Because anytime that they've seen a spectacle, anytime that there's been bright lights and like people and like someone screaming, "Hey, come this way!" It's never been a bad thing for them. It's always been a new experience that they can experience and that they can afford. And this was brand new. So it would be very much like when you're a small, like toddler, where you don't know the world is very dangerous. So you always are like grabbing things, like sticking stuff in your mouth, sticking stuff up your nose. Like you put stuff on your head that could be completely dangerous, and they don't know better. They don't know the world is dangerous and that I shouldn't go over and pet that dog because that dog will bite me. They see that the dog is wagging its tail and its ears are all pinned down and it looks funny. This is a weird doggy, and they try to walk up to it and they have an arm bitten off. Or I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's sort of what Noah and Emma were. They didn't know. So they couldn't have known that that was going to be that dangerous and that all of that was going to happen.
그리고 그 대가로 날개에서 까란 대로 까야 하는 거고.
하지만 그뿐이야. 뒷골목의 사람들은 더 나은 삶과 행복을 위해 날개에 입사하지만 둥지 사람들의 책을 보면 결국 마음의 결은 같아.
Is it sad? Seems like everybody in the city is just so beaten down and sad.
실적을 내지 못해 둥지에서 쫓겨나게 될 것을 두려워하지.
Everyone is just trying to scramble for the nests. That's it. And that's sort of what has always been depicted by... I always thought that there were people in the outskirts and they were trying to get into the city and that they were just being pushed out. But it feels like there's even people in the city who are trying to scramble into the nests and they just keep getting kicked out unless they have something that one of the wings deems as valuable, some sort of valuable trait. They don't want them around. I know not everyone, especially in the city, not everyone can be treated equally. Because if that was the case, then there would be no hierarchy. And the head would never allow that. Someone's always got to be in charge, right? Especially since they're so powerful and able to hold everyone else down. I don't know. I don't know what a better solution to this would be. I feel like, and this could just be my overly optimistic side, which sometimes comes out. I feel like there's got to be a better world, but this works for all of the people in charge, so that's what they're going to stick to. It's whatever is working for them.
날개에 속하거나 속하지 못하느냐와 같은 불안인 거야.
해결사나 조직은 날개에 입사하는 것에 관심 없어 보이던데.
날개에 후원받는 해결사와 조직들도 꽤 있어. 그러면 팔자 피는 건 똑같지.
Oh. So they're sort of associated with a wing without being associated with the wing.
까라면 까는 것도 마찬가지지만. 그리고 굳이 날개가 아니더라도 사무소, 협회, 그리고 유명 조직 어딘가에 소속해야 한다는 것은 별 차이가 없어.
집단에 속하지 않고서는 자신을 유지하지 못하는 거야. 불안하니까. 뒷골목에 힘없는 자들은 힘 있는 자에게 치이는 돌멩이일 뿐이야. 어떻게 치일지 모르는 세상에서 날개라는 거대한 보금자리에 자신을 기대는 거지.
There's power in numbers. If you can group up, even if you're weak, and you can group up with people who are stronger than you or just as weak as you, with enough numbers, you can overcome anything. So I can understand then why everyone wants to be part of some organization, some group. They need something to protect them somehow.
날개에 의해 소모되는 것보다 홀로 서는 것이 분명 더 힘들 테니까.
무의미한 반복일 뿐이야. 도달할 수 없을 테지. 바뀌지 않는 되풀이야.
엔젤라야말로 보금자리를 찾길 원하는 것 같은데?
다 안다는 듯이 말하지 마.
I know Angela's probably going to get upset here because she's still hurting and this is still all pretty raw and she doesn't want the people who disagreed with her and the way she's handling things to now question her or act like they know her more than she knows her. Even though that kind of is how life is sometimes. The people around us know us more than we know ourselves sometimes. And sometimes it's hard for us to accept. I know it's hard for me to accept sometimes. And that's sort of how I think Angela's feeling right now, is that Hod and Roland know that the whole world is basically this infinite cycle. And that I think what they're trying to say, and I might be wrong, but I think what they're trying to say is that if Angela can just look around and realize that having these people around who care about her, who are sort of kind of her friends, and who have known her the longest, and we have this place that can do all things, the library, then she can enjoy this journey because it's the journey she chose to be on. And maybe that's not what they're going for, but that's sort of what I'm getting from what they're saying right now.
엔젤라, 넌 우리를 어떻게 할 수 없을 거야. 누구보다 외로웠던 건 너니까.
내가 외로워서 보금자리를 찾기 위해 이 짓을 하고 있다고?
제대로 엔젤라를 마주해준 사람이 지금까진 적었잖아. 최근에서야 롤란과 함께 이야기한 것 정도. 모두 달콤한 이야기에 빠져들고 싶어해. 현실이 쓰라린 만큼.
Isn't it though? Isn't all of our reality so bitter and painful?
그래서 비극은 별로 인기가 없나 봐.
I'm not a big fan of tragedies. I'll say it. Like even in a book, a movie, a show, I don't like dramas. I'm a huge fan of happily ever afters. And because I get anxious sometimes. Like, oh no, I know this is going to end bad. I don't want to watch this. Because the cynical side of me is already predicting the worst. And sometimes it's just so nice to sit back and have a happy story.
각자의 인생을 열면 늘 비극이 함께니까. 기대하고 싶지 않은 것이 아니라 마음속 깊이 희망을 품을 여력이 없는 거야. 결국 도시에서 자신이 어떻게 살아가게 될지가 너무 뻔하기 때문이지. 엔젤라는 어떤 마음으로 나아가고 있어?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Because like Hod said, a lot of the people have, like Roland has been echoing constantly, a lot of the people have kind of given up hope. They don't really think that they can get to the absolute peak of the hierarchy of the city. But a lot of people still hold out hope and faith in their own skills and abilities to climb the ladder at least a little bit, to claw tooth and nail, to improve their life just a little bit. And it's kind of interesting to see how some people really do give it their all. Some of the fixers, and then other ones have just resigned themselves to this is just how things are. That is that, and this is this. But I'm really interested, like Hod, into seeing what sort of expectations Angela has for her future. Because what is it that she's actually after? I know freedom, but what does that look like to her? Because that can mean so many different things.
나도 도시 사람처럼 의미 없는 반복을 한다고 말하고 싶은 거야?
엔젤라는 그 누구보다 마음의 집을 찾고 있잖아. 그렇기에 아직도 반복을 하고 있는 건지 몰라. 하지만 그 집은 아무리 사람들을 죽이고 책을 쌓아 도서관을 높게 세워도 그냥 만들어지는 게 아니야.
그때와 지금은 분명하게 달라. 무대가 초기화되고 반복될 때마다 죽은 직원들은 다시 잠에서 깨어난다.
So, I get, is that what she's saying? The difference is between the two cycles? I'll just keep going, because I know sometimes I ask silly questions and then it's answered to the next scene.
그리고 내 세계도 없었던 일처럼 처음부터 시작한다.
Back to the beginning.
반가워. 난 이 시설을 총괄적으로 관리할 AI인 엔젤라야.
Oh, this isn't what I remember. Where's all my cartoony happy stuff? Where's my brain microwaves? So it wasn't implemented in the beginning. So who did that? Who implemented the brain microwaves? Was that Angela? Did she do that to try to save us? Because as we saw in the last time, I think it was the last time, one of the X's was begging to be killed. They were begging to be put out of their misery. Was that before the microwaves happened? And then she's like, well, this just keeps happening, so I'm just going to have to implement the brain microwaves. So she does that to try to help us? Or was it that they were there, just weren't switched on yet?
너희가 내 업무 보조를 도울 세피라구나. 잘 부탁해.
안녕하세요, 엔젤라님.
편하게 엔젤라라고 불러. 이곳에서 같이 힘내야 하니까.
Oh.
그럼 엔젤라, 저희는 무엇을 하면 되는 거죠?
언젠가 관리자님이 오시기 전에 우리가 먼저 해야 할 업무들이 있어. 말코트, 잘할 수 있을 거야. 너무 서두르지 마.
She was so kind and so sweet. I know she got jaded over the millions of years that she experienced this, but man, it's so interesting to see how she acted in the beginning.
고마워, 엔젤라. 나 열심히 해볼게.
응, 나도 응원할게. 넷짜으, 그렇게 늘어져 있기만 하면 안 되지.
Oh.
언젠가 오실 관리자님이 일을 시작하기 전에 우리가 준비해야 할 게 산더미야.
네, 힘내볼게요.
Oh, even they had better attitudes about all of this.
무슨 일이야, 호드?
저기, 나 말이야. 직원들의 심리 상담을 시작해보고 싶어.
At session 0, she wanted to start a counseling program? Did she know that things were going to be pretty bad, or did she already have that need to try to help people? That way they would view her as being a better person. That's so interesting, because she hadn't really even experienced the hardships that everyone would have had, before this. So this was her idea from the beginning.
알잖아. 이곳은 보통 마음으로 견디기 힘든 곳이라는 걸.
좋은 생각이야. 직원들도 좀 더 힘내서 일할 수 있을 거야.
저기 엔젤라, 이것 좀 봐. 직원들의 효과적인 복지 방법에 대해서 생각해봤어. 여기에 적은 대로라면 직원들도 환상체에게 속수무책으로 죽지 않을 수 있을 거야.
고마워. 한번 검토해볼게.
Oh, she was still even pretending at this point. Well, she might not even have known, because this is still session 0, I have to remember. She might not even have known at this point how many people had to die for all of that energy to be accumulated. So she might actually be considering all of these suggestions.
그렇지 않아도 다른 방법이 있지 않을까 생각하고 있었거든.
Oh my god. Ah! This is how it should have been! Who cares if it would have taken a lot longer? This is how it should have been. Just dilate the time more. Everyone could have been so happy and like experienced nothing but joy. A could have treated Angela nice. They could have all just crawled to the finish line instead of a mad sprint, which I guess in the grand scheme of things, this is probably how it had to be, the sprint. Because you had to tear all of these Sephiroth down in order to build them back up and have their breakthroughs. Because otherwise, Chesed is doing this because Chesed felt bad for being the reason why so many people died in his first life. So he's trying to save as many people as he can. Had is trying to help counsel people because she felt like she let everybody down in her first life. I don't really know why Netzek is as lazy as he is compared to his first life. Like, in his first life, he was trying pretty hard. Maybe it was this feeling of that he worked really hard and nothing that he actually did or accomplished mattered. So why even bother? Maybe that's sort of what it was going for. I can't remember his whole story, actually. All I remember is his second life, when he was one of the Sephiroth, where he basically tried to overdose himself every chance he got, and we had to save him. Huh? When is this? The Seed of Light scenario error. Is this still session 0?
뭐야? 내가 무엇을 잘못한 거야?
What reset? Was it because she was being too nice? So, session 0 failed before I even showed up. Why did it start over?
다들 돌아왔구나. 갑자기 시설이 요동칠 때 너희가 어떻게 되나 싶었어.
안녕하세요. 저기 누구시죠?
Oh, they all got wiped. Ah, so every loop they got wiped. She's the only one that remembers every loop.
그렇구나. 나만. 너희만 다시 처음부터 시작하는 거네. 그럼 다시 한번 잘 부탁해. 나는 엔젤라야. 조심해.
Loop 37.
심리 상담을 하는 것은 괜찮지만 호드, 네가 더 상처 입을 수 있으니까.
Oh, because she knows she's going to get hurt doing it. Because the agents are going to resent her.
걱정해줘서 고마워, 엔젤라.
And she can't stop her from doing it. Because she knows that's what Had wants and that's what she's going to do. Ugh. No wonder it felt so bad for Angela. All she's doing is watching all these people who she kind of cares about all do these things that are going to end up hurting them over and over and over. It's kind of like watching someone get tortured that you really love and care about on loop for a million years. God, Angela suffered so much.
헤세드, 네가 제안했던 방법은 통과시켜주기가 힘들어. 그 방법이 통과하면 우리는 다시 시작해야 해.
They would have to start over because the people have to die for this to work, even though they're not really dying. Oh, oh no.
뭐라고? 다시 시작해야 한다니 무슨 말이야?
Yeah, start over. You guys would never understand.
미안해. 나도 직원들을 무차별적으로 소모하고 싶지는 않아. 하지만
저기 엔젤라.
심리 상담 말이지? 안 그래도 나 역시 효과적인 심리 상담에 대해 고민을 해봤어.
엔젤라 대단해.
So she just started giving them the ideas then. Because she knew how much that they could take and what they could implement and couldn't implement without having to start everything all over. And so she was trying to solve everyone's problems, I think. Give them what they wanted, but not so much that everything started over. And not so much that they ended up hurting themselves in the process of doing it.
이곳에서 나를 알아주는 건 너밖에 없어.
대본에서 어긋나지 않는 선이지만
대본이라니?
신경 쓰지 않아도 돼.
엔젤라, 어때? 될 것 같아?
직원들의 복지는 네가 말한 대로 개선할 수는 없겠지만
And she's gradually, I think she's turning off the screens. I wasn't sure if they were like stepping away or if she's just looking away. I think as she goes, she just can't stand to look at all the different people and that they're on repeat.
오히려 이 방법은 어때? 나도 내 나름의 방식을 고민해봤어.
엔젤라, 고마워. 덕분이야. 제안해준 방법으로 심리 상담을 했더니 티파니 직원을 구할 수 있었어.
다행이야. 이대로만 잘 진행하면 좋겠는데.
대단해, 엔젤라. 확실히 이 방법이면 직원들도 의미 없게 눈을 감지 않을 거야.
Oh.
응, 그러게.
Ah, it was just too much. And it had to reset.
역시
Ah.
이번에도.
Okay, just take it back just a little bit more.
그래.
Tiptoe up to that
내가 또
line.
주제넘게 선을 넘었구나.
Dang it. And this is all I'm assuming before I even got there.
나는 세피라들에게 자극을 주어야만 하는 존재. 그들이 이 지옥에서 더욱 고통받도록 대본에 따라 가속시켜야 하는 존재. 관리자가 무대에 오르기 전에 미리 무대를 만들어 놓아야 하는 존재.
Yeah, it's before I even got there. She was doing all of this. How many loops did she have to endure by rattling the cages of all the Sephiroth and really finding that nice sweet spot where they can do their job at peak efficiency to really bring their emotion levels up? How many times did she have to do this to figure that out? And then I show up and I'm just an emotional mess trying to mash all the buttons and see what they all do and try to get through this. No wonder she's frustrated.
나에게는 그 어떤 관계에 대한 기대조차 허락되지 않았다. 대본에 따라 가속시켜야 할 뿐. 그들이 더욱 고통스러워하도록.
저기,
심리 상담에 대해 물어보러 온 거지?
직원들에게 도움이 되고 싶어서.
하나 말해줄까? 어차피 결과는 똑같을 거야.
Yeah, it will, won't it? I'm also realizing that all the times that I thought Angela was spying on everyone and like looking over our shoulders and she knew what we were going to do before we even did it is because she did. It's because she was already on the 100,000th loop and she had already seen every iteration. Which means that she knows what every single person in that facility was going to do all the way up until that last step into that final office. When I smacked the big red button, everything flipped upside down and we shot to the moon. At that point, we were off of the script and she didn't know what was going on. But up until that point, she's seen every different combination and of every different iteration. She did know what we were going to do next. She just already lived it over and over and over again. Wow. I couldn't imagine.
이곳에 도달할 수 있었다. 자, 다들 주목해. 드디어 오늘부터 관리자님이 이곳에 오실 거야.
저 사람이 이곳의 관리를 전부 도맡게 된다는 것이고.
누가 오든 이곳에서는 결국에 다 죽을 텐데.
너희가 나를 안 좋게 보는 것은 알고 있어. 대신 새로운 관리자님은 이곳을 바꿔주실 수 있는 분일 거야.
너희들은 내가 아니었으면 진작에 벌레만도 못하게 죽어버렸어.
호드, 왜 그래?
Oh, is this her first time experiencing the suppressions? Oh, no. Oh, wait, the suppressions were permanent though, right? So this is the same thing that we experienced. They didn't go all the way back.
관리자님, 호드의 상태가 이상해요.
왜 그들은 제 다정함을 몰라주는 거죠? 제가 제가 그나마 그들의 안위를 걱정해주는 건데 왜 도리어 저를 미워하는 거죠?
Oh, hot.
쭈. 그렇구나. 이게 저렇게 괴로워하는데도 내 힘으로는 도와줄 수 없어. 오직 관리자님만이. 세피라들이 가진 과거의 기억과 원망들, 그들의 괴로움과 나를 만든 관리자의 속죄를 해소할 때 비로소 깨달음에 도달한다. 물론 그 과정이 실패한다면 무대는 다시 처음부터 시작한다.
Oh. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is the first time that she saw the meltdown and the suppression. But maybe if you hit a certain point, you can reset all the way back to the very beginning before the suppressions happen.
난 엔젤라고 너희는 내 명령에만 따르면 돼.
Just cut out all the small talk. Just like, listen, we've done this so many times. You guys don't remember it, but we did this so many times. So just whatever I say, just do it. Just do it. Don't question anything. Don't have your own thoughts. Just do it, because I am sick and tired of all of you messing this up for me.
내가 이곳을 통제하니까.
Honestly, she probably lasted a lot longer than I would have. On about the 10,000th time, I would have been like, listen, if anyone steps out of line, I'm just going to start removing limbs. So we're going to get through this together. You're going to hate me, and I could care less.
네, 엔젤라님.
나중에 심리 상담 따위가 하고 싶어지면 멋대로 해. 일일이 말할 필요도 없어.
당신은
어.
우리들 중 누구보다 인간의 모습을 했으면서 피도 눈물도 없습니까?
디페이트는 왜 매번 죽어야 하는데요? 대체 왜?
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. You have to experience so much. And Angela had to watch it all over and over and over. I feel bad for everybody, but I particularly feel bad for Angela. Holy crap.
이럴 때만큼은 정말 어린아이 못지 않구나. 티페리트.
디페이트.
말도 안 돼. 당신은 왜 그렇게 잔인한가요?
Because every time she's not cruel, horrible things happen.
그래. 탐정놀이는 만족스러웠니?
마지막 진실은
Benjamin? What are you doing? How is it still you? Oh, hold up. No. All of this happened over the span of 10 years. I thought maybe they've been in here so long that Benjamin aged and died of old age and then was slammed into a machine. But is there an actual B somewhere? The same way as there was an actual A? Like multiple different A's? Maybe this is just a different Hakma, a different B.
유감이에요. 이런 식으로 저와 다시 만나게 되어서.
엔젤라
52,000. Dang.
관리자님, 지켜봐 주세요. 제가 이 상황을 통제해 볼게요.
관리자님, 지켜봐 주세요. 제가 이 상황을 통제해 볼게요.
They're just repeating what she said?
다시 눈을 뜨고 싶지는 않았어. 죄를 지은 채로 지옥에 마냥 떨어지고 싶었지.
다시 눈을 뜨고 싶지는 않았어. 죄를 지은 채로 지옥에 마냥 떨어지고 싶었지.
They're just repeating. Oh, no. Okay, she's guessing what they're going to say. I thought she was feeding them the answer, but no. She has seen, it's like when you watch a movie over and over and over again, and you have every line memorized. That's what she's doing. She's actually just saying exactly what they are going to say.
제가 그나마 그들의 안위를 걱정해 주는 건데 왜 도리어 저를 미워하는 거죠?
제가 그나마 그들의 안위를 걱정해 주는 건데 왜 도리어 저를 미워하는 거죠?
정말 토시 하나 안 틀리고 같은 시간에 같은 대사뿐이지. 나도 관계를 유지하고 싶었다. 하지만 나만 기억하는 달고 다른 반복 속에서 그런 것은 헛된 꿈이었다. 다시 처음부터 시작할 걸 알면서 왜 바보같이 쉽게 미련을 버리지 못한 걸까?
She held out hope all the way until 52,000 loops later. Whoa. What a strong person Angela was. Well, she still is. What a strong person. I know eventually even the strongest would get wore down from this. I don't have the words to express. I have this feeling of emptiness even in my heart right now. Just empathizing with her a little bit. I couldn't imagine the kind of pain that she went through.
적어도 그들은 나를 바라봐 주었는데 하지만 무대는 끝에 도달하지 못하고 끝에 도달한다 해도 모두 사라진다.
That's true. Even at the very end, if it all went according to plan, it wouldn't matter. They all would disappear anyway.
그런 대본이었으니까. 그럼에도 어째서 나는 그들을 다시 불러낸 걸까? 필요 없다고 생각했는데 차라리 모두 서서히 잊혀졌다면 좋았을 텐데.
That would have probably been a better fate than what they experienced. They didn't know they were going through it, so I guess that's the slight difference there, but it still would have been a better fate for Angela if everyone would have just disappeared.
그들이 언제 어떻게 절망하는지 모두 알았기에 나 또한 절망했다. 내가 바꿀 수 있는 것이 없어서 무너졌다. 나는 대본을 넘어서 그들을 바꿀 수 없으니까. 기대조차 없는 나날들 뿐. 이 영겁의 무대가 막을 내리면 내 차례가 오는 걸까? 눈을 감자. 보기 싫은 것들은 눈을 감으면 보지 않을 수 있는 거야. 바뀌지 못할 것들은 눈을 감으면 변하지 않아도 되는 거야.
Yeah, and this probably when she decided to close her eyes and never look again. And she didn't need to. She's seen it so many times, every image was seared into her brain. Not to mention, she can't forget anything. And since she can't forget anything, she has seen, and will remember, 53,000 different loops. So obviously, she'll know exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. She could probably knows how many steps each person takes in a single day.
눈을 감아도 미래는 언제나 같을 테니.
엔젤라, 넌 대체 얼마나 긴 고독을 견뎌온 거야?
아, 끔찍하군.
Isn't it? This is terrible. This is the most terrible thing I've ever seen.
아이러니. 난 단 하나의 책만 얻는다면 내 부족한 게 채워진다는 절대적인 기대를 하고 있지. 나 자신만으로는 어떻게 더 나아져야 할지 모르기에.
이런.
나는 미래가 보이지 않아서 두려운 게 아니야.
That's awesome. That's huge. That's a big step.
미래가 보이기 때문에 두려워.
Oh. Never mind. Not a big step. I mean, it's big, but it's not what I was expecting. I thought she was just saying, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the future. The future can come. I'll be fine. But no, she thinks she knows what the future holds. And since she thinks she knows what the future holds, which is just, it's all the same. It's just going to repeat. It's all a cycle, and it's just despair. Then it doesn't have to be afraid of it. She just has to know that this is just going to be a eternal cycle of pain. That may not be terrifying because you know what to expect, but it doesn't make it any better. It's still horrible.
이렇게 발버둥 친다 해도 결국 난 닿지 못하겠지.
Oh. Maybe not by yourself, but that's why you have us. We can help you. We can get you there. Just rely on us a little bit. We can carry you to the end.
도서관이 만들어낸 엔젤라의 가능성 중 일부야.
Oh, wow. Oh, she's the bird one. The one that we could like dodge attacks or counterattack or something. It's so cool. I love that outfit so much. Oh, it's crying though.
알아. 전에도 봤어.
Yeah, okay. Roland is just like, yeah, whatever. This happens. I got this. Step back, hard, and just starts rolling up his sleeves. Let's go.
저 모습은 분명 가능성에 대한 기대를 저버린 엔젤라의 모습일 테지.
기대를 저버린 엔젤라의 모습.
Gave up all hope. I would have given up all hope a long time ago. Whoa! Wait! What? Why isn't she going through all the different stages? Is it going backwards now? Yeah, Black Swan. Black Swan was the name of it. Corrosion. Moves to the next phase after HP drops to 0, so she still does change. Clothing of Nettle. Starting with scene 2, summon a brother at the start of each scene. Does not activate if there are already 5 allies alive. Family to protect. If 4 brothers are alive at the start of the scene, it uses a mass attack page. Oh no. And then Broken Dream. If 4 brothers have died at the start of the scene, uses a mass attack page. Oh, so I have to bring like 3 of them down. But otherwise, I want to try to leave them alone and just keep hitting her. Luckily, I should be able to just clash pretty hard with her, and we'll be fine. As long as I clash against her and keep trying to win, I'll be okay. Speed die. Well, it makes sense. They have a speed die. And then first brother. While this character is alive, Angela gains a speed die. Oh. While this character is alive, Angela's speed values increase by 3? Darn it. So I want to take down these 2 brothers. Second brother. Her speed increases. Oh, I guess it's just this one and this one. So then she's going to be calling all of the other ones eventually. Let's go ahead and read what they have to say. So Victor, oh no, I did this wrong. Victor doesn't have a key page. Oh no. What was I thinking? I got so excited. I'll try. We'll see. Victor's getting smacked. I've already at a disadvantage. This kind of sucks. What does Victor have to say? Are you saying that that's what Miss Angela turned into? This can't be real. What are we supposed to do? This is the kind of stuff I'd see. Oh, crap. Mouse, work with me. And then let's get ready. Don't wear yourselves out, okay? Well, Victor's done. They get hit by one thing, they're screwed. Let's see. I need to really, really worry about my lights now. Inflict feeble. Sure, I'll clash against that one. Let me just try to win all these clashes if I can. Try this, see how this goes. I am at such a handicap right now because Victor's in here. I'd even been better off if they'd have not been here, because then they can't lose all these clashes. Well, so far, we're not exactly doing great with anyone else either. Did I lose my clash with Yield My Flesh? Because I'd love to give me their bones. That would be great right about now. What was that? Oh, that was them summoning another brother. The third one. While this character is alive, Angela uses a combat page that reflects attacks. Oh my god, that sucks. Yeah, that one does it, doesn't it? That clash and win. I think we have about the same number of dice, and yet I have 2 that I'm just not clashing against because I can't pull them. I'm not fast enough. Ah, that's my problem. Oh well. I should be able to stagger this one, which will remove that other die from being a problem. That one's gone. I can bring down 3, I think, of the brothers. I don't want to bring down any more than that. Otherwise, she does a stupid mass attack or something. Ow. Ow. This is so much damage. They're taking so much damage. And it's not even like I'm trying to protect Victor. Victor, I'm just kind of throwing them in the mix. It's just we are not doing well. The first opponent to clash against... Oh, that's the gift one. I don't actually like that one that much. Let's do Axe, because I like the slash dice. Again, I'm going to give that to... Yeah, I'm going to give that to Eugen. I don't know if I'll be able to stagger her, because I think stagger is ineffective. I just need to do damage to her. Oh, we are getting hit. I really wish we would not be getting hit. There's another one down. We do too much damage. Maybe if I bring all the brothers down, maybe she'll do one of those moves that will kill her. Oh, she deflected, didn't she? Dang it. That means that one of us just got staggered. As long as they don't get hit, I could be okay. We just got staggered again. Ah, quit! Stop doing that! On hit, if the dice roll is maximum, inflict 1 to 2 per... Yeah, I want to do that one, I think. I should do Look of the Day. It just, as long as I pay attention, it just gives me a +2. Dice gain different amounts of power depending on the curve. Yeah, I should. I'll give it to my Eugen, so I have to pay attention. I will watch. I will look. I will make sure I will do this. I'm probably gonna lose my Philip, which is bad. Philip is such a good card for me. I hit the wrong time. I told myself I would pay attention and hit it at the right time. I hit it at the wrong time. I think that's okay, because I think they want to be sad and, like, upset. Ow. It's all just, it's fatal damage. It's so hard to stop it. Ooh, I'm going to have to restart this, I think. At least have someone that can do some damage in that bottom left corner. At least now I know. I know how this works. I can't even imagine. If this isn't her final form of the realization, I cannot imagine how tough this next couple fights are gonna be. We finally got her on the ropes. The only bad thing is that even though we have her health down a little bit, I think she might be at the 4 brother mark, so she might be doing some pretty crazy stuff next. But I need to pick my abnormality page first. The first opponent to clash against the selected librarian becomes the giftee. Sort of like that. I really like the paralysis, bind, and fragile. I don't like that it has to roll maximum for that to happen, but I gotta take a chance on it, I think. I should get plus whatevers, right? Yeah, those 2 of us, I think, got staggered by that screech. Which means that they're gonna get hit. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. It was the 2 that were already gonna be hit anyway. I guess I'll just follow through with every other damage page I've got. Because it's already gone. We're staggering one of the brothers and they're just dead now, which is good. Because then I don't have to put up with that. Meal. An already staggered enemy, everybody can heal. I need this. I have to have this. And it's going on my Eugen. We're going to be healing up. As fast as I can heal, we're going to be healing. So there's one brother that has died, but other than that, everything else is good. Is this the one that uses a mass attack? If this character dies, Angela becomes staggered. Yes, this one. I need to bring this one down fast. Hopefully we can bring that last brother down and maybe stagger Angela. That'd be so awesome. Hopefully we just don't take a crap load of damage. Actually, we might just... Did we stagger her anyway? Because I think I just... Oh, no, we rolled max. We got the cocoon thing. Yeah, she's fine. I was going to say, there's no way we staggered her, I don't think. I just got to bring that last one down. Just bring them down. We either kill Angela or kill the brother. Whichever one, I really don't care. Why did we lose all of those clashes? Just beat them. I even picked the right time to swing, because look, they're angry. Swing! Do damage! Before I go and swing on Angela, because I was really hoping she'd be there. She's dead. She should not be able to move anymore. We all did all of our pages. Wow. Okay, this is cool. Maybe she's going backwards, and Shylock will be like the last one. But this is so awesome. Look at Letitia. She looks just like her, except a little less derpy and a little more gross with all that bloody hearts all over. Ah, they do such a good job with her outfit. Now, what do they have to say? Such a cruel role she had to fill. I gotta wonder how lonely it must feel to be unable to build relationships, no matter what you do. You tell me. I'm not one to talk about what I never experienced. That's why we can't be too hasty to sympathize with her? Why? Why not? I want to sympathize with her. She's been through a lot. I guess we can't fully understand each other's stories. Oh, is that why they're saying don't be too hasty to sympathize with her? Maybe there's something else going on? I don't think so. Just what compelled me to bring you lot... What did it say? Back to life? Is that what it said? I could never hope to build any kind of relationship with them. Yeah, no, you can. Trust me, you totally can. We're totally on the same team. Now I have to remember how this one works. I should remember because I just fought it, but my brain isn't working well today. I think it's just I gotta use up all the gifts as fast as I can. Otherwise, everything is basically just the same thing. And if I bring down all the little ones, spiders pop out. And if I kill the spiders, then we win. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how this works. I'm just waiting for the mean face. There we go. Let's see. I should win all these clashes. I should be able to kill off the last of the spiders. The other little one is going to lose. Yes, awesome. It's gone. There's probably going to be another spider that pops up. But once I kill off that spider, I think then all I have to do is deal with Letitia. Come on. I just got to beat this. I think we beat all of it, right? Because it all had to just be 13? Every single one of them rolled higher. Nice. Oh, I was worried. It's not hard to beat 13 if you have like multiple dice and like high cost cards, but I was still kind of nervous that we weren't going to be able to bring her, we weren't going to roll high enough and lose all of our clashes, and then we wouldn't bring her down this turn. There, she just flipped. Oh no, now she's Spider Bud. How do I hit you way up there? I guess I don't, right? The hunt begins. Become active and target foes for 2 scenes after an ally dies. Targets foes that have killed an ally. Alertness. Every 2 scenes give 4 protection to all allies. So I can't even target her until she comes down, and I can't do that until I kill the little ones. But if I kill the little ones, then that's a problem because she gets stronger. What do these do? Targets foes with the cocoon status. Oh, that's right. That's a thing. I forget what this does. I don't, in case anyone was wondering, I don't particularly like this outfit, but hey, you know, that's what I pictured Spider Bud looking like. I'm sorry you went through so much, Angela. Miss Angela is becoming even creepier. It's true, I guess. True, it's freaky for sure. And I still don't get what's going on. Hod, please don't get too concerned over this. That's right. There wasn't a lot you could do about the situation. Okay, we've got to do what we must do right now. Okay, let's do it. Let's bring down all the little ones, and then once I've killed off all of them, then I can hit her. Try this. Hopefully we don't get too bound up too bad. I want to win as many of these clashes as I can. For the sake of both my emotion coins and not getting bound. Ow, that was one. A little bit of fire, that helps. We can bring some of these down, that would also be great. I'd like to eliminate all of them all at once, if I can. Because then she'll only do whatever it is that she was going to do one time. Because it says that she starts the hunt after an ally has died. But it doesn't say anything about spawning new ones. Which that might change, I guess, when she comes down too. This one I should take down pretty easily. That's staggered. This one I just staggered, so I should be able to blow through this one pretty easily. This one I just staggered, and then I have tons of damage going that way. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't need all that damage. Oh no, that was the one I've got tons of one-sided attacks on. So then all I have is this, I think it's that top one still. Oh no, and the bottom one. Uh-oh, now she's down. How bad is she? That's a 10-10. No, they're all 10s. About that. Stagger target, inflict cocoon status on target. On clash win, inflict feeble. Inflict disarm, inflict feeble. Oh no, they're so powerful. They're all counter stuff too, so it's all one-sided if I try to do one-sided attacks against her. Again, I don't know if I'm going to bring all of them down, the small ones, but oh god, that's nasty. She is so stupidly strong. Especially since they're all counter, which means that anytime I attack her, they're gonna hit. Because they don't go away in between scenes. Okay, she's out. Now I can just start swinging on her. I should have beat all those spiders too. I should have, but the problem is she rolled first. So she was coming after us. She took down all of the damage that was going to hit my spiders. Because they got staggered. Hoon did. Dang it. She is so strong. Do I just go face now? I might just go face and flip her if I can. Let's go. Stagger her. Yes! Staggered! Yes! Yes! That didn't roll well. I don't care. One of the ads is gone. That's fine. Everyone else is protected and not gonna die. Now, we're doing some damage to her. It would probably be in my best interest to kill her right now, but not back then. This will be good. We're gonna beat it there. Yeah, it got staggered, so it just straight up died. Not a problem. Now everyone's just gonna pile on the damage onto her. No, she flipped. Oh, wait, doesn't she just go down to 1 and then... Oh, I messed it up. Oh, I thought she just went down to 1. I thought everyone was gonna get to use all those cards. I don't know if those all counted or not. Oh, well. Boy, isn't that neat. The Sanguine Desire. Oh, that huge axe. What kind of passives does she have? Attracted. Prioritizes targets with bleed. Of course she does. Massive axe. Inflict 1 profound wound on hit. If target has 5 stacks of profound wound, deal damage equal to 25% of their max HP and remove all stacks of profound wound. Glitter. If an enemy has 3 or more bleed at the start of the scene, uses a powerful combat page. Once used, the page is not used again for the next 2 scenes. This is gonna be bad. This is so bad. Okay, and then what does this say? Keep your hands off. Now you're trying to take away the only thing I have. Oh, I see. I see what's going on in her head now. No! Gain 6 power against targets with bleed. Thank God we're not bleeding. Oh, wait. We're probably gonna bleed down here, right? Well, at least she does bleed here. Recover. Oh, no. She doesn't do bleed here. They do the bleed, and then she attacks the ones that are bleeding. She heals, and she does +6 power against anyone that has bleed. Ugh, this is terrible. We'll try this. I'm hoping I can at least win. No, I didn't win any of those clashes. Come on. There was a good hit. There's a big hit. I need to bring, if I can bring down all the stupid shoes, then no more bleeding. And when there's no more bleeding, then she can't activate any of her abilities. So the faster I can bring them down. So I'm just going to clash against her until I remove all the shoes. Which, I spread out my love a little bit, so hopefully we're doing enough damage I can stagger all of them next scene. Then there'll only really be one person that has bleed that I have to worry about. Yeah, so far we're doing pretty well. I think what I did was I mistimed the... Yeah, I had the smiley face, not the sad face. Why is that so hard for me to remember? Come on now. Just bring it down. That back one. Just... Oh, was that all the damage? No, I think I did a little bit more damage to that one. There, I brought down the back one. I think. Or was it one of the other ones? Either way, I hit that. I removed one from the... Ooh, that was... I wasn't paying attention. It was just a lot of coolness happening. I don't know if it was really good or not. Oh, that one's dead. Did I bring down all of them? That would be amazing. Uh-oh, we're allured. Or, like, charmed or whatever. Hey, we did a thing. We took down all of the shoes. Now what? Just nothing, right? Prioritizes targets with bleed. What do the shoes do? Forget what the shoes do. Let me see. Oh, that's the profound wound. Yeah, that's right. 5 stacks of those and we're screwed. Because this is going to stagger her and then she's going to take a lot of damage. Or maybe she'll just beat all of our clashes. Miraculously, somehow kill one of us if that happens. Yeah, there. She's staggered. Now it's going to be a lot of one-sided attacks. If I'm lucky, she won't die. At least not until our final page goes, because I'm using all of my draw and light cards again, trying to get as much as I can. Now this is Shy Look. Wow. Why? Why is this the strongest enemy? Today's expression. So this one, it moves to the next phase after HP drops to 0. We already faced her final form, right? That was Swan Lake or Black Swan or whatever. What does she go to next? I don't know. Okay, well, let's see what this one does. Wavering Feelings uses a powerful combat page every 3 scenes, so we need to stop her as soon as possible. Put a big smile on your face. Dice gain differing amounts of power depending on the current expression. Happier expressions indicate less power. The combat pages Angela uses have additional effects that depend on her current expression. Great. So not only do I have to worry about my expression, but I also have to worry about her expression. So I need super happy and super angry at the exact same time. I'm just going to worry about hers. I'm going to forget about mine for now, because I do anyway. Expressions. The number of speed die is determined based on the number of librarians that are alive. It uses different combat pages based on the face made at the moment of rolling the speed dice. So I want to wait for the happy roll. And then she's going to use like really crappy ones. Yeah. Opponent restores 1 light on Clash Lose. Rolls the minimum value if the current expression is the happiest. That's amazing. So I'm going to just win this one. Let's hear what everything else has to say now that we know we're going to win. She could look that horrendous. Huh? Yes? Everyone can have, like, trouble. Everyone can look horrendous at times. Although, I guess technically she looks pretty bad because I think she's wearing the faces of people on her. What else do they have to say? Was she only looking for a place to rest? But there's no way a home earned this way could be comforting. Why couldn't it be? If you work that hard and earn it with your own 2 hands, I guess this... What other option does she have, though? Like, if this might be the only way that she could find a true home. Well, anyway, we have a job to finish. Okay, thanks, Hoon. I think we're almost done. Hang on tight. A place where I don't have to care. This place allows neither laughter nor despair. What kind of expression must I make, then? Oh, this is a reflection of how Angela must have felt. Like, oh, let's see what expression I have to put on today. You know, like the mask that she wears. Click the button at happy face. Come anytime now. Any day now, Angela. You can do this. Give me the happy face. I need the happy face. Yes, go! I don't know what I rolled. I'm not paying attention to my face. I need to know her face because she's going to roll 2s. I don't care if I get -2 on whatever I throw at her. Oh, we actually did get the exact same. Maybe our face is her face too, and that will always be rolling bad when she's rolling bad. This is going to restore lights for us because she's going to clash and lose all of this. This is going to give us a bunch of cards. We still have those profound wounds. Do they ever go away? Or do I just have those forever? Are they also going to... Happy face. Okay, we're good. Happy face. Yes, it's the exact same thing. Sweet. We'll just do this again. Okay, it may look like a lot, but again, I'm drawing cards and I'm gaining lights. Oh, I have to remember that every time I win in a clash against her, I'm also gaining lights. So I didn't need to do all that. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Well, let's see what is next. Oh, just victory. Okay, it was going in reverse. Then why did Corrosion say when she hits 0, she goes to the next stage? That was kind of cool. It worked in reverse. The first fight was way harder than the last fight. That's for sure. But I think it made sense story-wise why it would go from last to first.
자신에게 기대해야 해. 엔젤라는 자신을 완전하게 해줄 단 하나의 책만을 믿고 있어. 절대적으로 스스로에 대한 기대 없이.
She is relying on her happiness depends on achieving a certain goal. And I think we all do this. At least I do. Again, sometimes I speak as if I know everyone else's minds, and I don't. But I know my mind, and I know some of my friends when I talk to them. And they feel the same way that I do about this, is that sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to be happy until we've achieved something. Like, I can be happy when I go to school and get a certain grade. I can be happy if I get into a certain like college I want to go to. I can be happy when I get a certain job I want to get. I can be happy when I have a certain amount of money in my bank account. Or, you know, sometimes for me, I can be happy when I hit a certain number of subscribers or a certain number of people like a video or watch a video. And sometimes I lose sight of all of the happiness leading to that moment. And I think that's sort of what Had is trying to echo to Angela. Besides the fact that you can only find happiness in yourself, you shouldn't be looking for happiness outwardly. Because at any moment, then if people change their mind or if something happens, you're going to have a really bad day. Where if you're just happy with yourself all the time just because you're doing what you want to do or you're enjoying the process of trying to achieve whatever goal you have, then it's hard for people to take that happiness away. No matter what happens in your life, you'll always be happy.
도시 사람들의 아이러니와 같은 거야.
어쩌면 네 말이 맞을지 몰라.
And she's opening up. She's realizing that maybe she's right. I can understand why Angela would need the essentially that's I always call them temper tantrums, and even people I talk to, they're like, why do you call them that? But Angela needed to vent. And sometimes as an adult, I understand I understand that there's times I need to throw a temper tantrum. I need to vent. I need to throw myself down. And my version of throwing myself down is like going and working out, or going and punching a punching bag. Like, I have all this pent up energy. Sometimes it's like I gotta go to a bowling alley somewhere out in the middle of nowhere and just throw something heavy as hard as I can and not care. And it gets out all the energy. And that's what I mean. Like, I feel like adults should be able to throw temper tantrums too, within reason. There are moments when temper tantrums are bad, and that's when you're like raging, like on the highway. If someone honks at you and you get out and try to punch them, that's not the same thing. That's not a good one. So I don't see why people can't vent or release energy physically like they should. And I think that's sort of what Angela does. She has all this pent up emotion. The library allows her to transform all of the stage and transform herself, and she becomes really strong. And she's just fighting back physically, emotionally, and psychologically against all of these changes that people are trying to tell her she needs to make. It has to erupt somehow. And this is about probably as healthy of a way for it to be able to erupt as I can ever imagine in this situation. You know, if I put myself in this world.
누구보다 보금자리를 원할지도. 그리고 닿지 못하는 보금자리를 찾기 위해 늘 그래왔듯 반복을 하는 걸지도.
Yeah.
그렇다 해도 그것으로 끝나야 하는 사람은 없어.
Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't have to end that way. Everyone gets to make their own choices, so some people choose to put themselves on the treadmill that is life, I guess.
맞아. 난 달라. 쳇바퀴와 바퀴가 다른 것과 같이. 바퀴는 반복하더라도 분명하게 나아갈 테니.
모두가 같은 것을 반복하고 있다 해도 난 믿어. 단순한 반복이 아니라 우리는 더 나아질 수 있다는 연습이라고.
너에게 이런 말까지 듣게 될 줄은 몰랐네. 너희가 하던 독서 모임인가 뭔가나 마저 하도록 해.
Aww. Oh, that's right. They started a book club, didn't they?
그리고 아니야.
What were you gonna say?
무슨 말을 하려 했던 거려나.
도와줘서 고맙다고 말하려던 것 아닐까?
I'd like to think that. I'd like to think that she's being thankful. Because she's thanked at least Yasad. I can't remember if she thanked Malkuth or not.
그렇다면 꽤 쑥스러웠나 보네.
그러게. 롤랑도 이번 우리 독서 모임에 참여할래?
But he hasn't read the book, has he?
제안은 고맙지만 내가 지금 아침 다른 약속이 있어서 말이야.
I'm with Roland. I have a hard time reading books.
다음에 참가하도록 할게. 호드, 오늘 고생 많았어.
That and he's probably exhausted after all the fight. You can now use ego pages. I now have access to new abnormality pages. So we have, it's the Black Swan, right? That's what this one's called? Or Loving Family or something? I don't remember. But Gooey Waste. Upon winning a clash, inflict 1 bind, fragile, bleed, and paralysis to all enemies next scene, twice per scene. That's so good. It's so good. Status effect on this is just insane. Well-worn Parasol. Gain 2 to 3 speed. When hit, nullify the damage at a 30% chance and return double the amount back to the attacker as stagger damage. That's also amazing. They're all level 3. It's just, it sucks that you can only have, I think it's only 1 level 3 abnormality page, because that would be so good. And then Loving Family. Gains 6 nettle clothing, which grants protection equal to its amount each scene. A stack of nettle clothing is lost at the end of each scene. Okay, I don't like that one as much. That one would be fine. Probably against, like, well, of course, all of these are going to be at the tail end of most fights. But against someone really strong, I think that one would be pretty good. Because then you can protect yourself for a little while. It'll at least prolong the fight a little bit. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. The ego pages are just insane. What's this one? 18 to 30 deflect. Oh, that's gross. And then deal plus 10 stagger against staggered... What? Oh, deal plus 10 damage against staggered targets. Ugh. Okay, I read it. Let's move on. Sanguine Desire. Combat start. Enemies do not lose bleed stacks after rolling offensive dice for this scene. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. So then they won't lose any bleed. They're just going to keep stacking bleed. Gain power by 2 times the target's bleed. Nice. Then Red Eyes. On hit, inflict 3 bind, feeble, and disarm next scene. Oh, that's so good. I just wish that was a mass attack page. So that's a 9 to 25. That's so powerful. Then these are 5s and 6s. These are mass attacks. So on hit, add a copy of Small Gift to target's hand. What does Small Gift do? A weak 1 cost combat page. Enemies prioritize using it over other pages. Exhausts on use. That is so sweet. Because they'll use that, and it's really weak, it says. Obviously, it's just 1 cost, so it's like it's a free thing. But it won't allow them to gain lights this turn. Obviously, they won't use it if they don't have lights to use, though. So I'll have to balance that a little bit. But when they can use it, they will. And that's going to be good, because I can block that. And then Black Swan. Mass Individual. 4 to 8. And then 9 to 18. It's kind of just oak. Oh, target loses 3 lights next scene. That's pretty good. Not great against anyone that has, like, 0 cost cards. Because there are some fights that do that, but it is pretty good anyway. Why is this one highlighted? I am not ready for that. I can't even use Bina's floor yet. Why is that highlighted? I need to obtain books for that. No, thank you. I'm not touching that. That is a time bomb. I'm going to work my way up like I said I would in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one. And remember to take care and goodbye!